Hello and welcome to the Altitude Esports Mock Overwatch League. I'm your host Zelrox for play-by-play, and this is...
I'm Ryan. I'll be your color along this journey. We have an exciting matchup today. We have a rematch of the finals from the last season, starting season 2 here today. We have the New York XL versus the Toronto Deviant. Zelrox, what are you looking for in this match?
Well, I'm looking for some high-action gameplay as we always are with Overwatch, but particularly I'm looking at what can be used with this Baptiste over here on both teams. Baptiste is very strong with their Immortal Field, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, Baptiste has been playing a crucial role in the meta right now. We've seen a lot of May and Orisa double shields. I'm excited to see how these teams have slowly adapted to what we've seen today. Basically a mirror comp for each sides as we go on to Ilios well.
Looks like Lou's going to take the point first here. Ooh, we should introduce what the teams are. What's blue and red?
Blue is, we have the New York XL, and red we got the Toronto Deviant.
Alright, sounds good. Looks like Toronto Deviant is starting to take this point here. Reinhardt on the XL, trying to push up, getting caught out. Almost pulled him that well, but not quite down yet. Pushing in, managing to get the team backed up a bit here. Going in alone. Looks like XL's gonna lose their Reinhardt. And they're gonna push right back onto the point here. Deviant is trying to take this back. Starting to catch some fatal attacks here. Team falling back. What's left of them? XL takes the point.
Early picks really help do that. When you lose your Zenyatta first, you're missing out on a lot of damage and healing. I mean, Baptiste does a lot of that work too, but you can't lose your Zenyatta like that. So we'll see in this next fight if the XL can keep it together, maybe not get picked off, find a better approach here. Look to break down those shields, get some angles for your star DPS players.
Absolutely. Ooh, Baptiste all coming out, getting some extra damage out, immediately taking out May on the side of XL. Here we go. Jeez. Mockingbird taking out Meneo, yeah. That's going to be a reset right there.
Yeah, another early pick. The XL can't really seem to stay hidden behind the walls. A huge window comes out and plops an arrow straight into Manio's head. Or Zoteg, my apologies. Oh, see if they can finally get together.
Alright, here we go. And ult comes out on the side of it. Deviant again, taking no one with it, but managing to shove them all into the room here. Trying to get some frantic melees out here as they fall back now. Throwing out the wall, and a counter ult for it, but another ult comes out from Zenyatta to counteract it for their team. Immortality field down on the side as well of Deviants, and they're up on the high ground now. May giving them that on accident from the side of XL here, almost getting caught out, thrown up on the wall here, managing barely to survive, throwing out their ult as well, trying to freeze the team, managing barely to catch Cry in it. Counter ult from their May as well, freezing Blob and Meneo, who goes down, both of them go down. The entire team wiped in that
window. Ruka at the last second pulls out the window, burns down 3.
Deviant trying to get on the point here. Not managing to get on it.
And that's going to be the first map going over to the Deviant. A huge play from Ruka on the Baptiste.
Absolutely. Both of those windows were crucial for their team.
What do you think the XL have been lacking? I mean, they just didn't seem like they could even get together long enough. They always seemed like it was a 5v6.
It seems to me like, yeah, they weren't together enough. They're kind of... the coordination isn't quite there. Maybe they're just kind of warming up. Perhaps we'll see a little bit more damage coming in from XL on this one, where they, maybe they'll group up a bit more and play together a bit. Maybe pick some targets. We'll see how it goes.
We had Cabbage Head playing on that Reinhardt for the first portion of the map, switching over to the Sigma. They didn't get his Gravitic Flux. I wonder if he's not comfortable on that Sigma. He's back to the Reinhardt now. So we'll see where this goes. Got an Ishmael count coming out. They have the Doomfist and a Reaper on the side of the Deviant. They're already one down from the XL.
Yep, Rascal getting caught out. Cabbage being picked off of the May wall as well. Team tries to jump in to save him, but it's too late then. And now they're being separated by their own May wall. Looks like they're just going to be hunting kills at this point on the side of Deviant. getting the pushing FML into a wall here, into a point here. May trying to come out to save him is going to get maybe picked off by this Reaper. Not quite saved by the Lucio. And the Reaper backs off on the side of Deviant.
Yeah, again, before a fight can even start to happen, we see Rascal got picked off, and May flopped him in the head. Excel not looking as good as they were in that finals last season.
Yeah, Deviant just seems to know exactly what they're doing at all times. Blocking him off, funneling him over here, trying to get Reaper in the back line to pick him off a bit here. We see a switch off the Doomfist onto the McCree, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter as some ults come out here again. Window coming out, starting to do some real damage on both sides here. Reinhardt pushing in from behind while the Reaper flanks in on the other side. For both from Deviant, both of them just laying waste to everyone on XL here. And it looks like the only one who survived that encounter was a Lucio who's trying to leave Reaper to the team, and he's going to get hunted down perhaps? No, not quite. Just a little bit too fast for him.
Yeah, so much damage coming through for the Deviant, and just Excel, they just don't look like they know what they're doing right now. Maybe a little uncomfortable on this comp. So Taek on the McCree, trying to get as much as he can, but in a close quarters fight, you're gonna want someone like that.
Might get a cheeky peek here if they realize that May's below them. They didn't until it was too late. Jumping down behind them now, on top of them with this ult, with this ult up on the wall. Not quite picking anything off, doing a little bit of damage. Finally taking out Blob. Cabbage had went down before that as well to the block off by the wall too. And that's just, again, another roll from the team as they just fake out get 2 picks and push right in.
Yeah, Deviant has confidence now.
Dragon's walls are really phenomenal for the team. On top of the windows coming out from Ruka.
Another huge wall. Gonna make the charge come to the point.
Yeah, here comes the ult, freezing everyone who tries to push in. The only one not frozen is the fortified tank here, who's managing barely to stay through the entire thing. Pushing right on the point. Somehow Zodiac takes out 2 people. And that's a roll from XL at that point. 2 picks easy with the ult and a quick shot off from the gun. Took out 2 of their key players.
Yeah, right when you least expect it. We have the clutch effect coming out from this McCree Zodiac.
The clutch effect, and they might have gotten a little bit content there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They were like, yeah, we have this. But they didn't quite have it yet. Cabbage pushing in, trying to get some get ahead of them a little bit here, but gets counteracted by the wall, picked off by the team again. It looks like they're just going to roll through the team here. Even going to come back right onto that point as they kill everyone on the team all at once. The tank disappearing is just not good for their team. Cabbage, pushing ahead so much.
Yeah, a huge wall there. And it looks like that's going to be taking us out of Ilios. A quick 1-0 here for the Deviant. Great Maywalls. Deviant
absolutely phenomenal.
Working together extremely well from what we've seen. Just knowing where each other are, knowing how to counteract it. I mean, if you're Excel, what are you doing? How do you stop this from happening? Because basically, they're just perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I think you called it on the nose to begin with before this round started. It was just, Excel needs to stick together more. They need to, Cabbage Head needs to not try and use his charge as much, I feel, because every time it looked like they did it, the wall would come up from the May and then they would just get cut off from their team. I think they need to wait patiently until the May wall's either been expended or until a pick's gone down before they charge in.
I mean, who doesn't love an aggressive main tank? But with this May, you got to be more passive. You got to bait out those walls. It's more mind games than just go in and wreck some stuff up. You got to be mindful of that. And Deviant has been perfect countering it too.
Absolutely. Like you said, it's phenomenal to have an aggressive main tank when the team is there. And unfortunately, that May wall is putting the separation of team and aggressive tank there. It's making it a real easy target for them. Looks like
it's definitely tough to lose your main tank early in a fight. You lose a bunch of space, you lose a bunch of health. So you're gonna have to look to keep Cookie, or not, I'm sorry, not Cookie, Cabbage Head alive. Cookie Breed is on the other team, and see what you can do to stick as a team and maybe play more to your strengths there.
What's going on here? 2 of them fell off the map.
Looks like we're winning. There we are.
Initiating
Going to the Sky, you have a definitely it's a lot different game than a King of the Hill map like Ilios. I'm excited. Maybe Excel can try something bold here, like a sim teleporter or something. To win games, you really have to be creative, because the stale just shoot the shields, especially when you're the lesser team, it doesn't work out too hot that often. So you have to be looking for some creativeness. But I'm also
Absolutely.
excited for Deviant. Their coordination and synergy on that first map are incredible. So, I mean, a 2CP map is where you want to see those coordinated attacks really come into effect. So we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna have the Symmetra here as well on the side of Deviant.
It'll be really fun to see. We've seen it a lot. I'm sure.
Do you think they're gonna go down the middle, or do you think they'll go down the left side there?
I think they'll go around the left side. I saw in the actual Overwatch League, we saw Dallas Fuel try this once against the Los Angeles Valiant, if I'm not mistaken, and it worked out very well. So, a good bamboozle here. Could be fun to watch, but we have a pharmacy on defense. That's great on the
I
Sky.
just want to say real quick, Zotaic looks like he's look like they're looking for maybe an early pick here. No, they backed off. Probably for
See where
information.
Deviant take this. Looks like they're going main right now. Actually, they are going to set the teleporter. Blob
Looks like
on
they're
the
going to fake main, go around the left side.
Yep.
Ball's already gone down though. It looks like Blob already knows they're back here. Here they come, firing fast out the top side, but the shields are already set up on the side of Excel. Not really managing to land anything, except Cookie Breed does get Mineo. That could be huge for the team. Switching to the other side, immediately able to get some damage down. The shields are not quite up yet. Ruka taking out Rascal's ability here.
Another huge teleport. Cookie Breed's in the back.
Taking out the thing. Cookie Breed goes down to Femel. Someone takes out Rascal. Probably takes out Blob. It looks like it's definitely on the side of Excel right now as they push in to take out Femel, who's trying desperately to hold the point for the team. It looks like Excel's going to have to back off here. All they got left is Cabbage Head and Manio, who's going to go. Both going to go down in a heated last stand.
That was a great strat. You had the double sim teleporter there, putting it on the other side of the point. It was absolutely unexpected. It looks like the game right now is on quick play mode.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's unfortunate. Are they going to play it out? No, they're going to restart.
Feel like they should
Blob going to
restart.
try and take out Cookie Breed here. Not quite managing to get enough damage down on him. Yeah.
Pause coming through. So we
We're
saw
gonna-
that incredible sim strat, but it may not even matter.
Yeah, that's quite unfortunate.
Just a little bit of a technical issue, but that's all right. So that kind of puts a hitch into Deviant's plans here for the
Welcome to
first approach.
Yeah, that's
But, I mean-
really unfortunate for them. That means they're gonna have to try something else, or maybe they can just try the same thing and do it
I mean-
a little, like a hair differently, and still manage to get the same outcome. We'll see. If they go down the middle with it, maybe they can surprise them.
On the side of Excel, you're thinking, well, there's no way they do it again, right? So maybe use that
That's
to your
true.
advantage.
It's mind games. They could just do it
Just
again.
the triple, double, quadruple reverse psychology. I mean, it could happen. Why not? A little bit of a unfortunate turn of events for Deviant, but Excel don't seem like they're still they don't have enough synergy yet.
Yeah,
They're
there's just there's the callouts are there, but there's not enough focus on targets. It seems like
Mhm.
they did get some picks in that last fight, so maybe they're coming back around now.
Yeah,
Maybe 2CP is their map. We'll see how it goes.
You're gonna have an advantage here because, you know, you know that one shred is definitely off the table, and you get a second chance. It's a second life, and it's great. So you can set up your defense more adequately. You have that pharmacy, you know, gotta stick away from the high skies. Manio got picked really early in that fight, which was a problem. So if you're Excel, you're taking this opportunity and you're gonna run with it. You have to hope for a full hold here.
Yep. Doesn't look like they're going to try the symmetric play again. Looks like they're probably going to run it down the middle here with some little bit of hit scan and Cookie Greed on the Hanzo. Maybe getting a cheeky pick onto a squishy character here. They're running it down the middle here. Shield's already up on the left side. Or both are busted on both sides right now. The entirety of XL is looking pretty strong versus Deviant's taking losses here. Cabbage Head takes out Lookout. Cookie Breed takes out Blob, though. That might be huge. Man, Rez comes out. Rez is down now, though. It could maybe push back in. Unfortunately, Cabbage Head did take out Cry, though.
Yeah, we saw an early immortality field there from Maruka, and the pull into the Pharah rockets was just way too much damage for enough sustain on the side of Deviant. So their first push is going to be halted here just for a little, but coming back together now. See if they go down middle yet again. They're going to be
middle again. Cookie Breed looking for that pick onto that Pharaoh or that Mercy even would be good still. So, both shield tanks trying to push up, breaking down some shields, laying down some stuns on their tanks, while the team pushes in, tries to make a little bit of ground. They do go into this choke here and break both shields. It looks like Deviant might be able to push in while shields are down. Cabbage gets hit by that stun. Window comes out from the side of XL, but it might not be worth it. The entire team's already dead. Ruka taking out Femel to start, and then it just catastrophically failed from there.
Yeah, again, Ruka with a huge window. Windows are extremely crucial if they're played right. You get double healing and damage. It can really swing a fight to your advantage. And Blob in this guy really had nowhere to go with Asian Dragon bopping him down. Excel on the back foot yet again. 5 minutes on the clock here for the Deviant. Let's see if they can take advantage of this and get a good time.
5 minutes is a lot of time to play with on a 2CP map, especially. Ruka looking for some, something with that air there, but not quite landing anything. Both teams push, trying to hold their ground while the others push in. What is going on here? Multiple ults just came out on both sides. Looks like the immortality field's going to keep Excel alive, but it's not going to keep him alive for long. Counter ult comes in on the side of Excel to throw them up in the air on Deviant, but Deviant's still taking out.
Oh, huge dragon!
Cookie Breed with a huge ult from the side, managing to snipe it out from underneath them. They weren't prepared for it to come in from the left there while they were handling the rest of their team from the front.
A great play from Cookie. Perfectly set up. All the resources were exhausted by the time he threw that dragon, and that's gonna be how they cap off Volskaya. 4 minutes 21 seconds to go. A very impressive push. I wonder if it'd be even faster if they didn't have to reset, but we'll never know. 4 minutes 21 seconds is still very good.
That's a massive amount of time over XL here.
Yeah. How if you're Excel, how do you match that?
You got to go hard and fast, just like they did, but you got to do it faster and harder.
I think Excel needs to fix a problem that they've been having. I feel like they've been doubting in this situation. After what Deviant just did, you can't doubt any of your actions. You have to go in there and be confident with this push. You can't slow down. You need to be the aggressor.
Absolutely. The shields on the side of Excel break much faster than they do on the side of Deviant. It's part of the problem too. There's a lot of focus coming out into a lot of key areas. There's just no cover on the side of Excel by the time that they realize what's going on.
And especially when you're playing a team like Deviant, where any of these 6 players could be the MVP right now. You have to find it within yourself to just, you can't lose confidence. You got to stay strong-minded. I'm excited to see what Excel can do here. See if they
Alt
can
management is part of it too. A lot of, every single one of Deviant's alts has been extremely useful and deadly to Excel, whereas Excel's alts have been kind of lackluster.
But already quick pick. Cabbage Head is down.
Yeah, quick. Again, shields just come out, before they can even react. They just bust it down in front of them, and then someone's dead.
We're gonna see Zotaic onto the Reaper now, looking for a more brute force, up and personal push here. See if we can find any ways to get in past these shields. Maywall comes
Might not
up.
happen, but someone is caught out by that Maywall. Are they going to be able to survive the Discord bomb? And it does look like they managed to barely hold on as Cookie Break takes out Blob. That's massive for them too. Even with someone badly wounded, that would have been a 5v6 situation for a Mockingbird taking out Maneo. Looks like both windows down on the left side here. Cabbage is still trying to get some damage in as the team backs up to reset. It's trying to hold this ground a little bit, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to manage it. Taking a lot of damage, they do go down, and that's going to be a longer reset for the side of Excel again.
Yeah, again, you have to look at the Batiste play in that fight. You had the window come down and immediately take down Mockingbird, and then not Mockingbird, excuse me, Rascal. So then on the side of the Excel, you have Manuel try to fight it back, but you're already down and it's not effective. So now in this next fight, you're coming here with another disadvantage, and you didn't get any value out of your window. So
both shields down already on both sides. They're trying to just brute force a way in. Looks like they're going to get yanked back into that ult, but the immortality field comes out to save them. Barely managing not to.
A huge fight.
They're throwing them up in the air, but it doesn't look like they're going to get any picks off of it. But it does give them, the team time to get in on the left side here. Getting walled off by their own May. That's unfortunate as Asian Dragon pops the ult off to take out Cabbage. Cookie Break taking out Maneo. That's a tank and a healer down. They're going to have to back out and reset. Zotaic goes down to Mockingbird, and then Blob goes down to Cookie as well. The tank and support do manage to back out here and not feed too much ult charge here. Looking for some kills here. Cries pushing out. Doesn't quite land anything.
Really impressed by how Ruka is playing right now, keeping his team alive and dealing tons of damage. He has another window, which he's playing Batiste. It's not that difficult, but
absolutely
a window here
and taking a massive amount of damage, trying to lay some damage down on the Maneo here. Ooh, Mockingbird. Right click, rounds the corner and just drops both Rascal and Maneo with a full burst.
And that's where you gotta credit Ruka. A huge window there. Excel halted once again. Nowhere to go. There's only a minute remaining. You gotta see if they can pull it together. Rascal used to transcend his last fight, so Cryzo has a free gravitic flux to deal tons of damage here. You have the immortality to stop it, but
too far forward, someone's gonna get frozen. Maybe. Nope, Fortified comes out, but Cry does get frozen on top of the truck, but it doesn't look like anybody's season. Healing coming down onto him as well. A window comes out on the side of Excel, but it doesn't look like that window's gonna go anywhere, as the rest of the team just completely cuts themselves off from each other and gets obliterated as a result. May barely not managing to be able to get out of the situation alive.
Yeah, you have their Excel not taking advantage of the situation. You used that Blizzard. Great zoning. You had them going down, but Crysdale with the flux kept them away. Now only 10 seconds remain. Excel, this is their last chance.
Looks like the ult's gonna go out and maybe push some damage out onto on the side of Deviant here, but it's not gonna really matter. Ruka's window doing a lot of work.
Yeah. And a 2-0 in the series now. Volskaya goes over to the Deviant. Incredibly one-sided, in my opinion. A lot different than the finals last year. We had the 4-1 go over to the Excel. Deviant came back with a vengeance. You see that dragon from Cookie Break.
Massive. Off to the left side there, they weren't really ready for it as they jumped in.
Instead of asking what did Excel not do, what is Deviant doing so extremely well in your opinion?
I think that they've got a lot of coordination. They know exactly where they need to be and at what times. They know who they're focusing and why. They know what ults are coming out when for whatever reason. There's a lot of synergy and a lot of focus coming out on this team, and it just seems like they know exactly what they're doing at all times. And it didn't matter what Excel threw at them. They had a counter for it or an answer to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And Excel, not out yet, but certainly down 2-0. Volskaya and Ilios not really going their way, but they may be able to turn it around after this.
Absolutely, it's still anyone's match. Being up 2-0 against them is an advantage over it, but they could still reverse sweep it and come back. Um,
Yeah.
the big thing on the side of Excel is they just got to keep faith, and they got to, like you said, have a little bit more confidence in themselves and a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
faith in their each other and the team as a whole.
Yeah. We'll see what can happen after this halftime break. See you in a little bit for the second half. Welcome back, everybody, here on Kings Row. I'm Ryan, alongside Zelrox for next 2, maybe 3 maps in this series. Right now, we have the New York Excel down 2-0 to the Toronto Deviant. Zelrox, what are you looking for Excel to bounce back here?
Well, real quick, I just want to say the league that we're this tournament is or whatnot is the Altitude Esports Mockup Overwatch League.
Of course.
Yeah, sorry, I just honoraries and whatnot. What I'm looking for is a little bit more zeal and a little bit more power coming out on the side of Excel. It's been a little bit one-sided. Deviant's just been rolling on through, doing their thing, and I just want to see, I really want to see Excel come out and slap them on this one.
Yeah, should be very exciting. We got sub in here. We got Panda with Gun in for Mockingbird. So a little bit of shakeup on the support lineup. See if that can change anything for the Toronto Deviant. Maybe we'll see the Excel bounce back, take advantage of the new player, maybe not warmed up, who knows. I'm looking for Deviant on attack here first to make it known that there's a reason they're in the lead in this series right now, and I think they're gonna take the fight right to them. So Rex, what are you looking for on the defense?
On the side of defense here, on the side of Excel, I'm looking for maybe their shields being a little bit more sturdy, coming out, with enough frequency to keep the team, covered and alive while they lay down some fire. A little bit more reaction too, because their shields usually break down before they can even fire off a shot. Let's see how it goes from here. Portal coming out on the statue on the side of Deviant, landing with Cookie Bird, raining and a basket of lead onto the other team. Is what only thing I can describe it as. I don't think they were expecting it or ready for it. They backed off, pushed up into a corner on Excel here, not really able to get onto the point while they take an entire tick off and 2 ticks, not able to get back over this point, flanking around, maybe to be able to do something. They do take out, Femel's taking out by Deviant, and from there, Pride takes out Manyo and Cabbage as well from someone.
That was an incredible strat. We've seen it a few times now, and it's always extremely surprising. And Excel really had no idea what to do. They rotated, they went one way, they went another, they didn't find any kills, and eventually the point was taken. Femel went down first too, so that doesn't help at all.
It was rough to be able to stay with that, with the robot raining a basket of lead down from the statue there. Once they realized what was going on, it was an easy pick if they could get to it, but the team pushed in too fast and decided Deviant to not allow that to happen. Window coming on the side of Deviant here. Taking out Rascal by Cookie here too. That's really bad for Excel right now. They're gonna have to try and figure out how to hold out with it while he comes back. Femel goes down as well by someone. Agent Dragon taking out Manuel. It's just a mess from here. There's no way to come back from this. You're gonna have to fall back and let them take the point here, hold that up close, but they don't even let them.
Yeah, Deviant just seemed unstoppable right now. Excel can't find a footing to fight back against this Bastion, which is really surprising. Bastion hasn't really seen a place in the meta recently, but Excel just don't seem to find.
I think that might be a part of why. Hold on. Bongo goes down on the side of Deviant here, trying to get some damage out and push them into a corner here, and it does work out. Cookie Breed taking out both Zyotic. Zotaic, there we go. I cannot pronounce anything. And Manuel at an instantaneous form almost. The rest of the team just starts to fall one by one from there. They're pushed back into their spawn. They're barely able to come out with Mel's shit here. Immediately going down though, Blob having to pop into their crystal to be able to stay alive. Cry, lifting him up off the point, but not really able to do much from there after that. That was Cabbage, my bad. And then going all the way down. Lots of ults coming out here. Last-ditch effort to try to hold this point. It does manage to work out just a little bit. Cookie Breed does take out Familla's Bongo, but it's too late. There's too much damage coming out onto Deviant, and they do manage to push them off the point just barely at the last second.
Yeah,
they don't
finally.
have any more ults, though.
Yeah, we have the perfect ult storm for them, but as you said, there's none left. So we're going to be looking to see if Deviant can take advantage of it. They have the Flux, and there's nothing to counter it. You have Transcendence, only at 27% for Rascal, and they're going to start with it.
Yep, they're going to start immediately with that, and Ruka's window comes down as well, doing a lot of damage. Cookie Breed immediately taking out Mania. Cabbage had taken out Cry and Panda, and at the same time, though, this may be a turnaround. Both a off-tank DPS and the support are down, but it does look like Cookie Breed is going to take out Cabbage Head in response. Zotaev taking out Cookie Breed. Famil just laying waste to the rest of the team here, barely managing to hold this point. Just looking pretty grim for a second there.
They did manage to do it. The Flux and the window did not provide any results here. Very interesting. It really seemed like Deviant should have done it with that one. And here they go yet again.
First for them to have the window not immediately take out 3 people. So, it doesn't look like they're happy about it though. Cookie Breed taking out Manu and someone taking out Cabbage. Oh, dude! Huge dragon on top of the freezing area. There's no getting out of that.
An incredible pull by
Blocked off as well. Doesn't look like they're gonna be able to get out of this. Cry just jumping off to take the L on it. Yeah, they're just gonna reset as fast as they can.
Incredible play, and that's why Orisa is so strong in this meta. Holds them all together, and that dragon, there's no escaping. You're frozen and pulled together. There's so much crowd control there. A great play from Excel. Finally, it seems like their synergy is matching up with that of Deviant. I would hope they
quick pick here up on top, but he gets immediately discorded and falls back down and gets immune. Window coming down on the side of Excel. They are really not looking forward to having to go into map 4 like this. They really want to hold this point and show them that they're worth something. They're not just going to get rolled through. Immortality field comes down, so take out Ruka. Cry takes out the Immortality field, and the Bongo comes down on the side of. What is going on here? Bongo on both sides. I got confused for a second here. Excel managing to do a lot of damage with that Bongo though. Pushing them back off of the point. Leaving their Bongo here. And just managing to hold the point at the corner here, as is what has happened for the last 3 times. Unfortunately.
Really taking matters into his own hand. We're getting steamrolled, but Zotaev decided to pop some heads finally.
Absolutely. It looks like they've got their ult down too, with Rascal's ult as well, so they might be able to hold out against 4 ults here. One as Sigma ult comes out and lifts him up in the air and throws him back down right into the Dragon ult, but it doesn't really land on anyone. Both ults went out. Freezing area comes down on the side of Deviant, freezing everyone in place. That makes it an easy clean out for the team.
Yeah, a great ult there by Karate's Tail, and Deviant are going to be rolling back in. Wonder if Zotaev can get in, and he can. A great final push there. 1:18 remaining, so over a minute, that's great for them. But they were going into that last point with over 5 minutes remaining. You feel like kind of disappointing a little bit. What do you think Excel did so well that held them off?
Honestly, it might have been desperation. It might have been just that, their final coordination kicked in. They're all warmed up and they're ready to go. It might even be that, Panda with gun isn't warmed up and they're not, they might be letting their team down, but it didn't look like it to me. It looked like what was happening was the same role up until that point where finally Zotaev was like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this anymore. And just started, taking out people left and right with, his team's support behind him.
Yeah,
it's exactly what I wanted to see from them coming into this match is, a reset, of mentality and, reversing the train's momentum a bit here to try to maybe get this map for their team.
Yeah, on the side of Excel, you got to take the momentum that you have right now. You really turned the tides there on that 3rd point. So you have a lot of confidence. Like, it took them over 4 minutes to get from point B to point C. It just... the attack is going to be a lot different, though, because You're the ones that have to put it together and find the weaknesses. We'll see if they can do it here. I mean, you got to be looking for those Halt Dragons, those huge Gravitic Fluxes from Cabbage Head. Got to be looking for the plays and how to make them. You see
Absolutely.
Tayek on the Widow. Probably
Yep,
looking
starting with a double sniper, trying to get a cheeky pick out probably, but didn't land one. Maybe they'll switch off here, or maybe nope, they're switching off. Yep. We're going to try and run this down the middle here on the side of Excel here. Both shields breaking immediately, though. The Reinhardt shield still holding up, barely staying strong here. They're just playing their options here, playing it patiently, looking for a pick, pushing them off the point a bit here, doing enough damage to make them back up. There's no shields, getting wrapped up by Femel's pole, but Femel being blocked off by the Mei wall immediately after, having to back off, almost dying, but keeping alive just barely. The Mei might be picked off here on the side of Deviant. Cry. Yep, gets picked off. The window comes out though. Doesn't really look like it's gonna matter though. The entire team gets rolled by Zotaic and the rest of their team.
Yeah, that's one of those instances, excuse me, where the Batiste matters a ton because you have there the window come out and Zotaic immediately uses it to his advantage and wins the fight with it.
Absolutely, it was massive damage coming out. It just looked like they clicked 3 times and everyone was dead.
Yeah, so that's where you got to be looking at the Batiste. Yeah. It really
helps. It pushed the cart, not really sticking around for it though. Shields immediately get broken down, but that doesn't really matter to them. It looks like they're just going to keep pushing up and holding up forward here, trying to keep them at this corner. The Tayek looking for a cheeky attack here, stuns out the Reinhardt, but doesn't manage to get the kill. Ooh. What is going on with this mess? All right. Looks like what happened there was Deviant threw out a couple of ults and pushed them right off that point, way back into their spawn here, and it looks like they're just going to hold this from here. Ruka thrown out the window after might have been a little bit overkill, but we'll see going into this match, into this next scuffle.
Yeah, you had Cabbage Head. The Flux came out, didn't really do much because you had the beat from Panda with gun. So great timing on there from the Lucio. Finally, you have someone back on that Reinhardt. So a ton of damage with that fire strike.
Absolutely. Comes out from Manio, yep. They're going to try and avoid this window as best they can. They shove him in the corner here. Try getting kicked out, yanked out by Femel, and losing their ult in the mix too. That is unfortunate for their Deviant as Excel starts pushing in, trying to do some damage here. Barnwell goes down, but is immediately taken out when they're pushed back. Cabbage does take out someone. Now Rascal managing to take out that immortality field. And it looks like they're just going to push up and take out what little remains of Deviant's resistance here and start pushing his payload again.
Cry died right as he was throwing that ultimate. So
Cabbage is trying their best to get Panda with a gun real quick before they are able to regroup, but it doesn't really win. Sorry, you were saying.
That's all right. That's just a huge ult to lose, especially in that short choke there. I'm gonna see if Deviant can even get it together here for the next fight. And without that Mail, you gotta be wondering if they'll even be able to contest this well.
Ooh, yeah. It looks like Zotaic's gonna try and hold that out there. Maywall coming up just in time to stop that click. Draw comes out. That means that they don't have that ult anymore. Ults are coming out on both sides, Shatter and the knockup. Both windows in the same spot trying to deal some damage here. Zotaic taking out the Immortality Shield, the Cookie Breed taking out those as well. Nobody's gone down yet on either side. Zotaic takes out Cookie Breed. That is massive for them right now. That is exactly what they need. Ruka taken out as well. That is not looking good for them at all on the side of Deviant here. Blob taking them out the rest with their ult. And that is going to be that payload being pushed up right there.
Amazing positioning there from Zotaic, getting that high ground behind, able to take down 2 picks in the middle of that fight. Great plays there from McCree. You don't see much McCree anymore, but I mean, it's working for him, so might as well keep doing it.
Absolutely. It looks like they might need to switch it up on the side of Deviant to try to hold this, but we'll see as they come in with the bongo down in a safe position. Cookie Breed taking out Femel. Ruka taking out Manio's Immortality Field. That is not good for them. They don't have much left to be able to keep them standing, and it looks like the team's just going to roll in from there and push them back into their spawn. Not able to get any more picks, they start backing off here.
Yeah, that's exactly what Deviant want at this position right now. Your ults are coming back online. You're getting good ult economy. You only used the bongo there in that fight, and you won. So on the side of Excel, you got to be tracking these ults here and be wondering if you can pull any of them out.
Absolutely. As they start pushing in here, another ult comes out on the side of, Zotaic landing it onto Cookie Breed, but the window is up on the side of Deviant, and they are doing some serious work with it. As the May ult comes out to freeze him up and finish him off, they did not want to risk the possibility that that might tilt in Excel's favor after they lost Cookie Breed.
A great Halt Blizzard there from Crysdale and Asian Dragon. Again, Orisa, very powerful. Does a lot of work with that Halt. If used correctly with your DPS, it just makes tons of plays. Some more Halts coming online here for both teams, and this is the rhythm the Deviant are in now.
Window here. Let's see how they can use that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dragon comes from the left.
Comes in from the left. It doesn't really land and do all the damage because of that immortality field, but it does do enough damage when they get pushed off of that immortality field to be able to just get cleaned up by Crydale, Cry and the rest of the team's ability, attacks here.
Yeah, absolutely. And
lots of damage. Sorry, go.
Yeah, we see Deviant really managing their ults very effectively. On the side of the Excel, again, they still have good ult management, but Deviant are cycling it perfectly. The Flux comes out.
Excel's Flux comes out, yep. They start pushing in, they're pushing this payload a little bit. Dropping the B on the side of Deviant, though. Looks like they're really trying to hold this position. They push them back out with some easy shots from Cookie Breed, taking out the tank and Manyo. And, Asian Dragon pushing up as well. They were able to hold their team's defenses up, and it just crumbled from there.
Yeah, some great communication there. You had the immortality field come out from Ruka, so Panda did not use his beat there during the Gravitic Flux, and then right after it, they used it to push the aggressive and take the fight to the Excel.
Absolutely. Bongo coming out on both sides here. Ball comes out to block him off a bit. They have to wrap around the right. And Mel takes out one, the Deviant Bongo, but Cookie Breed takes out Manu's immortality field. However, Zotaic managing to take out both tanks with that easy window coming out, and it just seems like there's not much else that they can do from here as Cookie Breed does a little bit of damage but isn't able to stay alive with both tanks dead.
Yeah, only 30 seconds remaining here, and the Excel need to finish with time to keep this series going, or else the best they can do is a draw. We have some ults coming online, but it doesn't look like it's going to be happening. Ults for both teams. Here comes the final fight, but Cookie already takes down Manyo.
Taking out Manyo, yep. Zotaic, in response, taking out someone. That's, a support and a tank down. Zotaic taking out another support, though, with their ult. Freezing field comes out on the side of Deviant to try to keep them off the point. Does manage to do some damage, some work here as they freeze everyone solid, and then they just roll through and clean it up. And that's going to be it. The best they can do is a tie now. I'm really happy with what I saw, though. A lot of, a lot more aggressive and, a lot more progress from Excel there.
Yep. Excel looked better in that match, but Deviant still just seemed in perfect sync. Their synergy extremely good. Got to give a lot of credit to the sports of that match. Just back and forth. Their ults, their cooldowns, really in sync. Ruka is playing out of his mind right now. Very impressed by him.
Absolutely. Lots of good windows coming down on both sides now, but Ruka's has been phenomenal each time.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see in map 4, which is going to be Rialto, what we can do in this next match. It's going to be very exciting to see where Excel can pick up from where they left off. They have lost the match, which, is unfortunate. But there's still a lot to, build on here. You have to find the confidence in yourself in this third match to, work on it it's the first game of the season. You have the rest of the season to go on. So I'm excited to see what they can do, Zelrox.
I'm excited to see it too. It looks like they're starting to get a grasp on what's going on, and they're starting to get together with it. They definitely probably know what's going on and what they need to fix later. But for now, they just got to take what they have and go with it, and they're looking pretty good with it. They got, as you said, Deviant is the top of the league here, so they've got the chance to still play against them here to try to learn a little bit more off of what Deviant does to maybe later counter it or to implement it on their own. And we'll see what they choose to do with it.
Yeah, Rialto is an exciting map, and on the side of Deviant, you have a lot of good things going for you. You got to stay mindful in this. You just won, but you can't stop trying. You can't get into that mindset that, oh, we won, it's fine, because there's a lot of room to error. You don't want to find yourself in a position that
where
you can find some
right
bad positions.
Yeah, you don't want to throw the match at this point. That wouldn't be that would look bad.
Welcome to Rialto.
Yeah, you want to stay on the top of your game. You never want to falter from what you're doing.
Absolutely. So here we are on Rialto here. As the ball goes into the water.
Definitely excited to see what both teams pull out here. Maybe also the pressure's off for both teams, and you're gonna have a little more fun going on here, which is very exciting to see.
That, or they could be maybe testing out some different strats that they weren't comfortable to use during the actual. This is still a competition, but you know what I mean, during the heated matches.
This is still the Altitude Esports Mock Overwatch League. I'm still Ryan. You're still Zelrox. And we're still excited for a map for Rialto, even if the series is unwinnable for Excel.
Absolutely. It's still Season 2 here. It's the first game of Season 2, if I'm not mistaken.
That's true.
And so there's a lot going on here. They got to start playing a little bit more mind games, perhaps. For the rest of the teams, like, yeah, we can play this comp or something.
I feel like at this point of the match, you gotta have fun with it, and you can't be afraid. You gotta show what you're capable of, and show why that this isn't just this season right here. You still have the potential in the rest of the season to pull out some good wins, make it to the playoffs, and just like last season, we had the Excel pull off the upset.
Absolutely.
Showing why you can still do that.
All right, Excel on the high ground here. Let's see how this goes in the defense. Deviant coming in on offense here, immediately throwing out shields. Brigida into the mix here. Excited to see how that goes. Sniper rounds go down, don't really land on anything on Pride.
Cookie Beat already taken down.
Side here. Ooh, the boot comes out and takes out. It doesn't take out anyone. I'm sorry, I misinterpreted what had happened. Cabbage Grip takes out someone on the helm with help for the team, and Zotaic takes out someone with the Mana on the retreat. Zotaic gets pushed out by the ball here and is going to get pushed back into the team. Ball inside the mix. Rolling back now. Rascal falls off the map from the looks of it, and that's really bad for Excel. As the team realizes that they're one down a man, and they push in immediately to take that cleanup.
You have an interesting comp here from the Deviant, looking to build that Nano Blade as fast as you can, win fights off of that, but when you're winning a fight like that, Crysdale getting some good shots in. The Widow v Widow duo here should be interesting. Zotaic and Crysdale looking to see if they can find either one slacking here.
Cookie Breed might be caught out here. They get yanked back when they're trying to make the escape. Stunned, knocked onto the ground, but barely managing to get away in time too. Sniper duel in the back here. Zotaic and Cry trying to fight each other.
Yeah, definitely interesting.
The other team with the 5v5, the Skyshot takes out Panda with a gun, and they just push up.
Zotaic wins it.
Not with their team, wins it, but their team is left in the 5v5 that they did not, were not able to hold without him.
You have Excel lose the actual team fight, but so takes the win there against Crysdale. Very impressive stuff. Excel gonna be looking to
A little bit of a flex,
around
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Wall hacks come out, yeah. The stun goes down and immediately takes out someone. Femel is able to push up for their team here now, uncontested with that main tank down. Ball gets yanked back, barely being able to make it out. And the team knows that they've got the upper hand here. It's a 5v6 as they come out with the bongo to try to push in and do some serious damage and be able to push them off the point. Taking out Panda with a gun. Cabbage and Femel taking out both, the support and Cry at this point. It looks like it's just going to be a roll from there as Cookie Breed manages to take out Zotaic and Rascal, but they're not really going to be able to get anything else from there from the looks of it.
Yeah,
Hanzo Arrow
use that, but
Hanzo came out to do some damage too and to kind of cut the team off there, and that was very well positioned.
with Crysdale on the booth is now for a more divey play.
The dive is just coming in strong here as the ball and Brigitte rush into the backline here, all blazing on Panda. It looks like the Signal is going to come out and try to lift them up in the air, and it does manage to do a little bit. Ruka getting taken out by Cabbage Heads all. Someone taking out Femel though, and Panda with a gun taking out Manu. Cabbage taking out Panda with a gun, and then Cookie Breed is just back and forth at this point. Could be anyone's match, but it looks like it's only in favor of Deviant, as Lucio is all that's left on this point, trying to keep it from being pushed up. Barely being able to keep it alive. There's no hit scan to be able to easily take him out as the rest of the team pushes in on Excel here, able to support their Lucio at this point. The mines come down, trying to keep them off the point so they can push it out more, and it doesn't look like it's really going to happen. Sigma all comes out again, and the beat is dropped immediately in response. Kosu taking out Cry, or Corus. You know what?
A huge play comes in at the end there to clean it up. Cabbage is still alive though, so Payload's still not moving after all this time. Rascal's back. So the fight is still not over. They couldn't kill Rascal the first time. Let's see if they can do it here. Rascal actually taking a kill for himself.
On Ruka, yeah, and the ult comes out from Korusu to be able to keep him alive as it pushes the two that were on his tail back. Doomfist trying to push him off, but it doesn't really look like it's going to happen. It looks like a reset's going to come in from Deviant. It was just a very long and drawn out fight that they weren't really able to do anything with.
Incredible plays here.
Yeah, Cookie Breed and Cry being taken out as they go back in.
Doing the damage. That's what already, Lucio. I don't know what else to call it. Winning the fight there for the Excel, pulling it back. See if they can keep this momentum up. It seemed like there was Deviant's fight so many times, but just some great plays there.
There's not a whole lot of hit scan on the side of Deviant right now. That's probably why Panda with the gun is now on the Baptiste. Bomb goes out and takes out Ruka. That's huge for them right now. There is, that's one less support to deal with, but it looks like the mines are on both sides doing some damage here. Both windows come out too. Excel not really able to do anything with theirs, but they're kind of playing a hard angle with the Deviant one right now. Barely able to push off Asian Dragon and hold this point. They come back in with the respawns here and are able to push off Deviant easily from there. They just didn't have enough picks to be able to push that point right up into the spot that they needed on the side of Deviant.
Yeah. It just seems like there's not enough consistent damage on the side of the Deviant to take care of this high mobility comp that the Excel are playing. You have Christ to go to the main now, try to slow him down with some freezes, see if that can work. Cabbage not going to like that on the ball here, but let's see what he can do. You have the Nano Blade available. Chryso takes down Zotaic at the beginning.
Yep, takes out Zotaic. Korusu has the Dragon out though, and they do lob it out into the middle of the choke here. Immortality Field barely keeping people alive, but it doesn't really look like it's going to matter as that goes down. Panda immediately drops. Dragon Blade coming out on the side of Deviant here. Cookie landed a kill with it, but not really able to do much else. Does barely take out Cabbage Head with the last of it and a quick right click. Kurosu taken down by Asian Dragons. Zoteg taking out Ruka, and Ruka taking out Zoteg at the same time. It looks like a trade. Barely getting that shot off Ruka, being able to kill him with a fade. Someone landing a decent ult with that Sigma ult, taking out both supports. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to hold this much longer though. The team is too few down with all of Excel able to respawn and come right back in. Cry is trying desperately to hold this point for their team, but it's not going to happen.
Oh, that's a great defense there from Excel. Down and out so many times, but they stuck to it, and they got back to what they were doing. A lot of credit there to Rascal on that Lucio. Crazy stuff there. And just good coordination all around to get those plays together, getting those kills right when you need them. It just didn't look like Deviant had an answer for that high mobility comp, even with Crysdale going over to the Mei. They just couldn't handle that.
Yeah, high mobility with respawns right there. It's real hard and rough to be able to get back there as fast with the more durable comp. They were able, the slower comp, they were able to hold it for long, hold out longer against it. But it didn't matter when they just threw bodies at them.
Absolutely. I mean, there's still a lot of great moments on the side of Deviant. You were working towards that nano blade as much as you can. I can't say it really worked out though.
Ooh, I see a monkey. Are they gonna keep that?
He might be
full dive.
Another dive. I mean, this is the last map. You play dive, it's Rialto. You can do it. There are a lot of places. Nano Blade is very effective. We'll see if Deviant have an answer for that, because they seem to be playing a more divey game as well.
Right, Crysdale left the game, yeah.
Yeah. Unlucky. Looks like he is back though. Yeah, a little bit of a rage quick. He just couldn't take it
had to
anymore.
unplug his computer real quick, yeah.
But we'll see.
It is going to leave them a little bit far behind here as their team is all alone up front. Maybe Excel will see the advantage and push in hard with it.
Maybe. We'll see what he can do here back.
These are set up, but it looks like there's not really any damage coming out too hard here. Luca taking a lot though on the left side here. As they come in with a flank from the left with the ball and the sniper coming in up top on top of him, but frozen and immediately taken out by Cookie and who was the freezer? Crysdale. So taking out the Ruka's immortality field as Cookie tries to hold this point alone. Will they be able to manage it though? Barely taking out Rascal. Still alive, but not being able to survive Manio's boot. And it looks like they're going to be able to push this up a little bit more while Excel is forced back by Cabbage and by Manio's up here too as well, trying to support. But it doesn't look like they're going to be able to keep him alive. They're going to get frozen and taken out too. Yeah, Femel is going to get walled off and immediately taken out by the team. Frozen too. Rascal without any cover is going to get taken out too. That is a full wipe back into the spawn.
Yeah, a huge counter dive coming through here.
However, there is Zoteg in the back line here getting chased down by Panda with a gun.
Ruka with some great immortalities to keep everyone up, but that Mei is just doing too much work on that ball. See if they can get any work done here, but stunned up yet again is Cabbage Head.
Zoteg is playing mind games with them right now, trying to sit in behind him, but it doesn't look like they're going to last long as Agent Dragon takes him out. The window coming out is doing some heavy damage on the, into Excel's front line here, not able to keep any shields up for very long, and just push in and take that point. Doesn't look like they're gonna, Excel's going to be able to push that any further. Cabbage Head is trying their best to push out here and try to get an angle, but they are badly wounded off that. Maybe they'll be able to get some healing. They come back into the spawn for some healing.
This is exactly what you were working for on the side of the Excel. You have the Nano Blade ready, and you get a pick onto Crysdale.
Orosu's coming in, trying to get in there with that Nano Blade. It doesn't look like they're going to bother with it though, as they get several good picks. The blade does come out though, will they get nanoed? They do get nanoed, and that means that Asian's going to go down real fast. Ruka not able to get away from it. Maybe resigned to their fate? Yep, resigned to their fate.
A little bit of a VM play there as well. But finally, that Nano Blade comes out and some good picks to go along with it. And Deviant don't look like they're going to be able to recontest here. Excel going to look to take the map as well.
They might be able
They are speeding back in here.
They are coming in as fast as they can. They know they have the ults. Cabbage comes in, drops the bombs in the back line. It's frozen. Isn't able to move. Is probably going to get taken out here. No, they managed barely to get back into their team. Femel's bongo is down and gone. The freeze field on the point to try to keep them off a bit while they start doing some work. So taking out Cookie Breed. Kurosu taking out Asian Dragon. Another blade comes out. It seems like they just used it too. Taking out Panda. It looks like the Excel is going to push this up into that, without an issue, without problem.
Kurosu, excuse me, got a blade real quick there, which is very impressive, especially when you're playing Genji in this current meta. And he was able to seal the fight there with the blade, but also just, again, more great teamwork here from Excel. They really turned it around here on Real. Just having fun with it.
Absolutely. They have the vision here. Kurosu trying to get a little bit of damage from above here. It looks like they might get caught out, though. Nope, they do manage to get back out with a slither of health here. High Noon comes out, doesn't land on anything, unfortunately, but it does look like they will take out Cabbage Head with some quick damage here. Immortality Field is down, but is it going to really matter? I don't think they're going to get enough damage to reach that as they just roll into, as Deviant rolls into Excel here.
Yeah, so you're still playing this divey type, relying on that Nano Blade. They're not going to be switching off it. And on the side of the Deviant, you now have the Brig, you have the McCree, you have the Immortality Field from the Doomfist, you have the Rock, you have Crysdale's Freeze, and you have Asian Dragon's Pull.
Absolutely. Coming back with the dropping it all, but it looks like it's going to get walled off here. Half the team is in fact hit by a anti-heal, but I'm not sure that it's going to really matter. The Immortality Field coming out, keeping them alive. Cabbage Head is taken down by Cookie, but Femel takes down their main tank as well. Immortality Field is taken out by Manyo. Manyo is taken out by someone. Someone lifts up the rest of the team here with that ult. Looks like this is going to be an easy wipe from Deviant from here. As one by one, the dominoes fall. Cabbage Head comes back, but isn't with signal, but isn't really able to land anything to keep his team alive, so they back out.
Yep. So now you have the Nano Blade on the side of the Excel to try to take this payload the extra mile. But again, you have so much crowd control on the side of the Deviant.
Walls come out again. We're able to see some things here, but they don't really quite land that sniper shot. The shield comes out from Brigitte just in time. Nano Blade comes out, wiping out both Brigitte and Cookie in one slice, immediately going in for Ruka. Both supports dead, and that is an easy wipe from the rest of the team coming in to clean up. The damage was phenomenal. It looked like 3 people dropped instantly with one slice. So Tay pushed up, trying to get some cheeky hits here, but not really landing anything.
Incredible, and now the last fight is here. Only 40 seconds remain. So Tay already taking out Cookie to start the fight.
Cookie and Ruka both down. Panda taking out Zotaic. Rascal taking out Cry and Asian, though. It doesn't look like this fight's going to last much longer for, or this map for that matter, as Excel manages to wipe out. Cookie trying to keep it alive with the Tracer, but it doesn't land. Unfortunately, that is going to be it.
Yeah, the Excel take map 4, bringing us to a 3-1 scoreline. Deviant, not too great against that Nano Blade, but otherwise a great match by the Toronto Deviant. Definitely deserve that victory. I mean, when you have a player like Ruka, who is our MVP for today, it's hard to lose.
Really. Yeah, it's real hard. I mean, they just came in and they had it that whole time. They were like, yeah, here I am. I know exactly what I'm doing and how to do it. And he gave their team so many options. They, the flexibility of Baptiste's kit matched with the synergy and the coordination coming out from Deviant. It was hard to respond to for Excel to begin with. They did manage to do a little bit better later on, but
yep. So
now here we are with Ruka, our MVP.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ruka, you got MVP. How do you feel about that?
That's pretty shocking. I didn't expect to get it.
So,
I didn't even know the map. I thought we still had another map.
You and your other supports during this game, Mockingbird or Panda with Gun, you had a lot of good synergy
Yep.
with your ultimates immortality field. Have you guys like been practicing on that? Like, how do you have such good synergy?
Yeah, we've been practicing a lot in scrims against other teams, and it's just been a lot of good teamwork and good synergy.
It's beautiful. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah, I mean, teamwork makes the dream work. If you had to accredit one person on your team with the MVP, who would you give it to and why?
I would have to say Mock. He had a lot of good shot calling and a lot of good in-game leadership, and he was very good at tracking.
Nice.
Yeah, leadership is really crucial.
Leadership, and it looked like that whole time that you guys had a lot of good shot calling coming out.
Yeah, you guys seem really decisive. Bastion strat on King's Row. Who called that one?
It's one of our specialties.
That was beautiful.
It's very special.
It's a fountain of death raining off the statue all of a sudden.
Is that just something that you guys have been practicing and just dying to do, or
Yeah.
you just feel like this was the right situation?
It's just something we've been practicing a lot in our scrims. We're just really glad we got it brought it out today.
Yeah, I am too. I was really excited to see it. I was like, what is going on? Suddenly there was a Bastion on top of the statue raining hell on the other team.
Well, Zelrox, you have anything to say to Ruka?
How do you do it?
I don't know.
A humble
lot of
guy, you know?
Dedication, I guess.
I can feel that. I can understand that.
Yeah, well, congratulations on the win. You played exceptionally well. A lot of great plays, great ultimates, really swung a lot of fights. So, congratulations. You really deserve this. Again, today we had a fairly one-sided match. We got the Deviant taking it 3-1. A great showing from Excel. Nothing to hang their heads about. Zelrox, you have anything else to add?
I'm hoping I get to see this again. To be honest with you, it was pretty close. Coming up towards the end of it, and I would like to see how the teams start to evolve and perform throughout the series. Looking forward to the just what is to come. It was a great match.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't ask for anything better. So that'll do us here at Alt Esports Mock Overwatch League. Excel versus Deviant, a great match. Look forward to seeing them again. 3-1. My name is Ryan. Joined by Zelrox. And signing off. See you in a while.